Hey guys, it's Chris. Today we are going to be talking about best practices for fuses on RVI products. So as you may have already seen, if you own any of our products, you may have noticed that on the positive side wiring for most of our under the hood components, we have a little rubber fuse holder. And within that fuse holder, we have a fuse. Normally that's going to be a 20 amp fuse on most of the things that go under the hood. And you may have wondered, do I ever need to pull this? Do I need to mess with this at all? And it's a great question. So that's what we're going to cover in this video here. We're going to talk about the different products we have and what a best practice for each one of those looks like. So we're going to start with Toad Battery Charger Plus. So this is going to be the easiest one because the Toad Battery Charger Plus actually has an internal timer when it no longer sees input voltage from either side. So input voltage can come either from the car's alternator or from the RV's alternator through the 7 or 6 pin plug. So in either one of those cases, when it sees input voltage, it will kick on. Now it's not really concerned in either one of those instances because if it's the RV, it's charging your car. If it's the car, your alternator's running. There's no way the battery can die. So in either one of those cases, the charger's gonna kick on. And then when you shut your car back off and there's no more input voltage again from either side, it has an hour-long timer before all the internal components shut off. So because of that timer, we never have to mess with the fuse on the Toad Battery Charger Plus at all. That hour is not nearly enough to do anything to your battery. So you can just leave that fuse inserted and not mess with it and just have the charger under the hood and never have to think about it again. So that's really great. The second product we're gonna look at is our Breakaway wireless adapter. So this one's a little more nuanced. It's not crazy though. So the only time that you're gonna have to worry about leaving the Breakaway wireless adapter for long periods of time is if you were to leave it for literally weeks on end. So unfortunately, because of the way our firmware is designed, we can't shut the Breakaway wireless adapter off completely. It's got to have some kind of look-ahead protocol for the brake to see if the RVI brake that it's paired to is present at any given time. So basically what happens is it's on a 15-second cycle where the Wi-Fi chip will wake up for a moment, look for the brake. If it doesn't see it, it goes back to sleep. So when that happens, it's only using the LED light that's on the battery side. And it's also just waking up the Wi-Fi chip temporarily. So it's still a very low power draw. However, it's a bit more intensive than the Toad Battery Charger Plus. So again, if you're gonna leave your car for weeks on end without touching it, go ahead and pop that fuse out. Otherwise, if it's a few days, if it's even a week or a little longer than that, you don't need to worry about pulling that fuse. You can just leave it alone and have it under the hood, ready to go whenever you need it. The last product we're going to look at is the RVibrake Shadow, and this is definitely the most intensive of the products when you're talking about fuses. And that's because the RVibrake Shadow is kind of a collection of products all at once. It's the Toad Battery Charger Plus, it's the Breakaway wireless adapter, and then it's its own unique set of parameters that have to be kind of functioning at different times. So because there's a lot more to this product from a circuit board perspective, there are some ambient components that do have to stay on pretty much at all times. As a result, if you were to leave the Shadow installed on your vehicle for more than a few days, you're probably going to run into a dead battery. So if this is your daily driver, this vehicle, you drive it every day, you drive it even every other day, you're probably going to be fine. You don't need to worry about the fuse. However, if it's going to be parked longer than a few days, we would encourage just pulling that fuse out and then stowing it somewhere. The easiest place to probably do that's going to be in the console of your vehicle or in the glove compartment, just in a nice, safe, secure location where you're going to easily be able to find it again. And then as soon as you go to tow, pop the fuse back in, you're ready to go. So if you've got any questions on, again, any of the best practices for any of these products or on any of our other products in general, don't hesitate to reach out. We're available by phone, chat, or email. In the meantime, happy RVing.